Right. Hi again, everyone. My name is Emily Prim. I'm the Communications Coordinator for the City of Montpelier, and I am here today with Kurt Motyka from the Department of Public Works. Kurt is the director, and this is the third installment of our series of presentations on the fiscal year 2024 Public Works budget. And so Kurt is going to present on the water and sewer budget. Share our screen. You can follow along. The floor is yours.
Okay, thanks, Evelyn. So yeah, I'm Kurt Motyka, the Director of Public Works, and the Public Works Director is ultimately responsible for all functions of the department, including operations, permitting, department policy, and personnel management. The Director has direct oversight of the engineering and administrative division, water and wastewater treatment, and water and sewer infrastructure projects, as well as district heat. So the major functions of Public Works related to the water and sewer divisions includes water treatment and distribution, sewer treatment and collection, permitting, project management, and financial planning. The structure of our department in these divisions includes 4, as well as myself, in the administrative and engineering division. In our water sewer division, which includes maintenance of the sewer pump stations, the water pipes, and the sewer collection system. We have a total of 7. There's currently one vacancy. And on the water treatment side, we have a total of 3 plant operators. And on the sewer side, it's very similar, only in the wastewater treatment, we have 4 operators instead of 3. So a high-level overview of the budget for next fiscal year. We are up about $260,000 in the water fund to a total of about $3.2 million, and we're up $345,000 in the sewer fund to a total of about $5.1 million. And I'll talk a little bit about some of those increases in a minute. Highlights from this current fiscal year 23. We were able to install approximately 490 feet of new water main on Town Hill Road. We put in 460 feet of 12-inch main on School Street, and that project's actually still ongoing. We installed 150 feet of sewer main. That was done with our DPW staff, and that runs through the woods between Kent Street and Berry Street. And about 450 feet of 18-inch new storm drain along the property of 149 Main Street, which is the Gary home. In addition to that, we also finalized the connection of the Murray Hill Homeowners Association to the Montpelier water system. They were previously on a well system, so that added 80 new users to the water system. For next year, we have a really big reconstruction project that's on East State Street. That will include approximately 3,000 feet of both water and sewer mains. We are also about to start final design on the water resource recovery facility. That's also known as the wastewater treatment plant. That project will include a solids drying component. We have a high cost of solids disposal at the plant, and it's anticipated that cost is going to go up in the future drastically as the land application on fields is no longer going to be permitted. As well, also included in that project is odor control and the last piece of aging infrastructure, which is secondary settlement tanks. Also next year, we plan to complete the water main work on School Street. Due to seasonal limitations, we couldn't do all of the work this year, as well as budgetary. But we do plan to come back and finish that up next year. We'll be doing a new water main on Quinnell Street. That is going to be an in-house project with our DPW crew. Most of that neighborhood has been replaced with new water main, and it is one of the last remaining galvanized water pipes in the city. And we also have a large sewer and drainage project on State Street. It's near the Capitol. And that's really going to help us with reducing the frequency of combined sewer overflows. So we're replacing a section of the sewer main that actually goes under an old steam pipe that's since been abandoned. And that will really improve the capacity of the sewer main and be able to get those flows to the plant by eliminating the restriction. We're also going to take out a large area parking lot that drains stormwater to the sewer system and separate that out to the storm. And another big initiative we have is asset management software. Our existing software is obsolete and no longer supported. And with a lot of demand for data and just for us to be able to appropriately manage our systems, it's really important for us to have a good, robust asset management software. Strategic plan as it relates to water and sewer. We are under Goal 4, practice good environmental stewardship. The water resource recovery facility project. The solids drying piece of that includes a reduction in PFAS through gasification, which is high temperature, not incineration, but similar to sort of break down and reduce the levels of PFAS in the solids. We also have the big CSO project on State Street, which will reduce the CSO frequency, so improve water quality in the Winooski. And we're looking at expanding alternative heating options from the plant project. So heat recovery off the gasification unit, as well as methane heating at the plant, which we currently do through the phase 1 project that we recently completed. And under Goal 5, build and maintain sustainable infrastructure. We have the water and sewer projects that I spoke about, as well as the major water resource recovery facility improvement project. Opportunities and challenges. We did get significant grant funding this year, a total of approximately $4.8 million in grants between the water resource recovery facility, East State Street, and the State Street project. All of those received grants totaling $4.8 million, which we're really excited about. That was in conjunction with both USDA and the Vermont Department of Environmental Conservation. The CSO projects were through state ARPA dollars. We also have a water system evaluation currently underway. There's been a lot of concerns with the water pressure in the city. So we are conducting a hydraulic evaluation to look at options to reduce the pressure in the downtown. In addition to evaluating alternatives, we are also making this report a preliminary engineering report, which is the first step in funding eligibility for future grant monies. So that report will have two purposes: funding eligibility as well as a water system evaluation. Some of the challenges we're facing, the water system is aging, and we have a lot of old pipes. Many of them are over 100 years old, and that's combined with the high operating pressures that we have as a challenge for our community. And in addition to that, the state of Vermont is going to be proposing new permit conditions on our water permit to operate. So we will have to look at potentially increasing funding in order to meet those permit requirements and to address the issues with the water system. We also have a new ammonia limits at the water resource recovery facility. Currently, we don't have a limit on ammonia. Limits are phosphorus and E. coli. So it's a new permit condition, and we'll have to do some improvements at the plant to meet those limits. We are working with our design consultant to incorporate that into this next project, into those improvements. And then back to the budget and some of the challenges and the increases. We've seen really high escalation of costs on materials, as well as treatment costs. So chlorine, for example, at the water plant, which is essential to the treatment process, that has more than doubled over last year. And construction materials for PVC, for example, has gone up 50% in 1 year. So the costs we're seeing in some of these areas are well above what the CPI is. It seems, these industries are being hit harder than a lot of other areas of the economy.
Hey, thanks, Kurt.
Thank you.
Join us again for our final installment on the district heat budget.